What's going on, guys? Is it me, or does it feel like it's been forever since we've seen Parasyte? I mean, 2 weeks ago, we got the awesome episode that was the previous one where Shinichi just owned that motherfucker that killed Kana, and then before that, we had another break. So it just feels like I'm not getting enough of this awesome show, man. But this episode, I mean, I thought Miggy was making progress, like actually coming to terms with, humanity and getting along with Shinichi, but he obviously shows us this episode that he still does not care about anyone but himself. I mean, I can kind of understand where the random guy with the camera came in. I could kind of, not really, it's not justified, but I can kind of understand why he wanted to kill him, because like he said, if he was a government official or with the police or something, they could be lab rats and dissected and stuff like that. That's kind of justifiable, I guess. But at the end, when Mirano wanted to know the truth and Izumi was about to tell her that, I mean, just the scene where his hand was just ready to strike, and he even looked at Izumi like, don't you dare fucking tell this bitch, I will cut her head off right here. That was just straight up heartless. But Izumi is so conflicted this entire episode. He basically says that he wants to feel more, he wants to feel sad, he wants to feel sorrow, he wants to cry, and he even goes to Kana's death site so he can try his best to mourn her more. And at the end, where that awesome scene, I'm not sure why, but it was just epic seeing Miggy, but like, no, don't you dare tell this bitch. I don't know why, but that scene was just amazing to me. But just seeing him go from, okay, I'll tell you everything about my body. My body is, and then he completely calms down. Like, in the time it takes for her to just turn around, it's just crazy how much Miggy or the other little Miggies are affecting this guy. Now, after I watched this episode, I went back to the first few just to kind of remember how Shinichi was in the past, and he has changed immensely. I mean, he is a completely different person. I am so surprised we did not get the question, are you the real Izumi-kun, this episode, because this would be a perfect time for it. Like, at the end, I was just waiting for it. I was waiting for her to say it. And also, Ryoko's child has been born, and he doesn't look like a newborn either. So, was there like a time skip, or is it thanks to like the parasite cells or something? She kind of accelerated the birth. I'm thinking that's what's going on, because I don't think we've gotten confirmation that there's been 9 months that have passed. But if there has been, let me know. But when she grabbed the baby's head and said, quiet, let me tell you something. That does not work on real human children. Believe me, I've tried to make my nieces shut the fuck up because they cry all the damn time. So, in my mind, I want to believe this baby is just strictly human, but I kind of believe that he's kind of like a Shinichi. He's going to grow up to be badass. I mean, if his mom doesn't fucking dissect him first. There's this huge parasite party where everyone's discussing how much of a threat Shinichi is. And I love how we get further verification that these parasites have no type of emotion, because one says, friends snapped, is this guy still human? That straight up tells us that they have no other instinct besides survive. And I am very curious to see what Ryoko and other parasites are going to do. I want to see that parasite that whooped everybody's ass in a few episodes ago. You know, the big muscular dude, and that super parasite that we see in the opening. I'm very curious to seeing how Shinichi's going to top him. And throwing guys at Shinichi, just throwing random guys, I already knew how it was going to go. They didn't even have to show us. They just cut to a scene where everybody was on the ground. And that guy that's walking around recording Shinichi, he has to be forced, because personally, if I saw what he saw and someone's right hand came out and tried to kill me and cut me up, I would not follow them the next day. And when Shinichi was calling out to the dude, why didn't he just jump off the balcony, stop him, and pull him into a corner or something? I think that's the purpose of the old lady that walked by. That's why he didn't do it, because him jumping from that height and not hurting himself is kind of far-fetched. Although it didn't look that high, I have to go back and watch. But, I mean, you can tell Shinichi is just scared as fuck. He's having visions of his classmates rejecting him. But Shinichi has it so bad right now. His girlfriend's like, okay, you went with this girl instead of going out on a date with me. So whatever was going on between you two has to be more important than me. And he cannot tell her without her getting killed. So I mean, he's just fucked up right now. He is in such a bad place. This guy's relationship is going to hell. This guy has a fucking parasite party after him. He's being watched. He doesn't know if the police are about to bust down his door at any given moment. He's just a wreck right now, and he's still so calm. But Miggy's determination to kill that guy was unreal. And am I the only one that laughed when he jumped off of Shinichi's arm and did like a kung fu stance? He looked like a fucking ditto with blades. But another amazing episode, very, very powerful ending. And in the preview, it's mainly focused on Shinichi and Ryoko. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. Is she finally going to step up and say, hey, I'm the one that's been telling these guys to fuck with you. We have to talk, etc., etc. She's either going to ask him to join them, or she's going to basically say, you either join us or we're going to come after your bitch ass. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen next. But tell me what you guys think is going to happen. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.